Big games, big bets, better drinks. You're listening to Happy Hour Playbook, your guide to the winning side of sports and lifestyle. I'm Chris, and we're officially on air. Let's see what's on the slate today. Welcome to the Happy Hour Playbook, episode 20.
20.
Man, this is the second milestone here.
We were just happy to reach one.
I know, thinking about it, when we first started, we didn't know how long this was going to go for, but...
Oh, for sure. There was a lot of doubters, too.
Yeah. I think,
would you say the stats were if you get past the third episode?
Yeah, they say most fail after the first. It gets easier after the third just because of the... I think the time, people don't realize how long it takes to, put it together, kind of come up with some topics to talk about. And for it to go an hour,
Yeah.
Sometimes you think, you're like, man, that
overshot a few times.
Yeah. But that's the conversation, it goes by pretty quick when you're having a good conversation. So, but we got a couple things we kind of want to hit on. We'll give you a recap of, I know we talked about it a little bit, and I know they played the day after we put the video out was the College World Series.
Yep.
We'll talk about that. That game was really good. It's kind of a blowout.
It was a blowout. Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They earned that championship.
They did. NBA draft.
Yep.
Which was kind of, I don't want to say the first 3 or 4 picks was kind of what we had talked about.
I mean, if you look at the board that you had posted last week, it was pretty much verbatim until you got to Dallas.
And there was a ton of trades and moves and things that happened during the first round.
It's kind of hard to follow because it was like multiple, 3-14 trades just for one pick.
And it was like, oh, this is a trade. This person got, like the one kid, I guess we'll talk about, they got drafted by, I think it was, who was it? I think it's Kareem Lopez or something. They sat down to talk to him, and he had the hat on still from the team, but he already got moved to another team, and he said, oh, I didn't know. But we're also going to talk about the World Cup because that's going on right now, which we're now into the round of 32, which they just finished the first game. So we'll give you all an update on that. We said we were going to crack open some cards. Wesley brought these
World Cup cards, baby.
Yeah. So this is a first for me. So
this is the first soccer cards I've ever touched.
Yeah. So I think
this was a new release. And because we've been talking about the World Cup and everything, I was like, man, I got to grab those. So
yeah,
I haven't seen them anywhere else. I was like, well, I better grab one.
I don't think I've seen any either. I went to...
Well, this was just literally released on Wednesday, I believe.
Okay.
So, I mean, it just came out.
Yeah, we've seen the stickers. We bought a couple of the Panini stickers that they had for the World Cup, and we've got probably 40 or 50 of them because they're $1 a pack or something. And then... we'll talk about our Happy Hour Pour, which we'll get into right now.
Oh, yeah.
So Happy Hour Pour, we got a Japanese whiskey.
I'm just going to pronounce it how I see it. Nikka whiskey from the barrel. Alcohol contents, 51%.
Which is 102.8 proof.
Yeah, this is a suggestion from our soon-to-be producer.
We're going to make him our investor. That's what we need to make him, our investor.
Not. Cut us a check.
Yeah. And this one is pretty interesting. You look at the bottle. It's not a traditional.
This bottle is very weird. I was looking at it. I was like, man, it's not exactly made to pour smoothly. I don't know.
Short neck.
It's very short neck.
So
fat bottle. Not cheap. It was about $75-$76. So a little bit upper scale here. That might have been just the shipping, just to get it through the tariffs, maybe. I don't know.
You're probably right.
I'm just.
So it says it has a complex, concentrated blend of over 100 different malts and grain batches, and it's basically finishing a baking spice, toffee, and stone fruit, which I don't know what that is, but
a stone fruit.
That's what it says. So, but I'm interested.
Is that just a high gay person?
But I'm actually...
I'm interested.
Yeah, because I know he's been talking about the Japanese whiskey before, and we've never had it. Ooh, look at that. Man.
Careful.
I know. This bottle's heavy, too.
Yeah, it's a big bottle. Like, I was surprised that it was made with such a... It's a unique design. Like, I don't know. It was different when I was looking at it. First off, trying to find this thing in a bourbon store is incredibly hard because all the other bottles are like, I mean, this is like very plain, like just
it blends in.
There's no colors, there's no nothing. It looks like a moonshine, is what it looks like.
I wonder why they have the short neck. Maybe it's, I don't know.
It smells good.
That's weird to me.
All right, let's see.
It definitely has good smell to it.
Ooh, lots of smoky, like.
That is a very smoky taste.
That takes me back to that Scotch we had.
Yeah. Man, that's
100 different malts. I wonder if that's the baking spice that we're tasting. That's got that. It's definitely a heavy smoke taste.
Yes, very much.
You don't really smell the smoke, but
it's lingering. Kind of.
Oh, it sits there. For a minute.
So it has that cigar kind of to it, kind of like the one we had. That Scotch. It definitely has a cigar.
I mean, it's
lingering taste to it.
It's definitely not bad, but it's. This would be good around a campfire.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Campfire with a cigar. I think this would be amazing. I wonder how it would taste in like an old fashioned with like some bitters and simple syrup and stuff. You know,
the second drink isn't as strong.
No, I mean, I think once you get past that initial, it's definitely a lot more smooth.
I think your palate definitely has to kind of get used to it, but that's pretty good.
That's different.
That is different.
That's interesting though.
Nikka.
I've never heard of it before.
No.
Japan. Interesting.
Yeah. So what are we gonna put this on the scale?
I'm gonna go with it. Playoff worthy. I think it's different. I definitely think it's different, but I think I kind of like it. I like that kind of toasty kind of.
Yeah, and I.
As it's 104 outside. I mean, it's definitely not something you want to drink by the pool or anything. But
yeah, this isn't going to cool you down.
No. But like, I could definitely see like in the fall, like if I'm at the deer lease or watching football, you know, outside in the garage or just kind of hanging out. I definitely could put this in my repertoire.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it playoff worthy. So I'm just trying to look up some more information on it because it's definitely. It says. Whisper of chocolately smoke.
Chocolate. It's definitely smoked. I mean, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that, and I don't know what the stone fruit is, but
yeah, me neither.
I'm not picking up on any kind of fruity.
No,
stuff.
It's not sweet. It doesn't have a sweet taste to it. It doesn't have an initial punch either. Like,
there's not a lot of burn.
Not a lot of burn. It just at that very end of that first drink, it just has a strong smoky flavor to it. The second drink, I didn't really even taste it. It smells.
It's probably because you got like 3 drops in that glass.
Yeah, it smells really good though.
No, I think it's really good. Like the more I drink it, the more I like it. And it was a very strong smoky taste now, but it's very smooth right now.
Yeah, it's definitely changing. I think after that first sip,
I like it. Yeah. I like it. Thank you, Uncle Kenny,
for the recommendation.
Yep.
All right. NBA draft.
Like you said, this draft was kind of crazy.
So we had Washington first round pick,
AJ DeMonsta,
and we kind of all figured that was going to be that pick.
I think we were pretty. I mean, I think all the mock drafts are pretty accurate compared to what. I talked about how I didn't really like Utah going with Darren Peterson.
Yeah.
I thought that Cameron Boozer would be a better fit for them, but I mean, honestly, from what I'm seeing from the experts, it looks like he's going to fit in really well with Ace Bailey and some of those young guys that they have.
So talking about Peterson, I kept hearing this nonstop. He's the best player in the draft. Kind of reminded me of the dude the Cowboys got. The
CD
safety.
Lamb.
No, the safety.
Yes.
Best player in the draft. Just because you're the best player in the draft doesn't necessarily make you the top pick. But I think that fits him better though.
I wish I would have sent this article I sent to you. I wish I would have sent it to you. But it was on him, and it was talking about his floor versus his ceiling.
Okay.
And basically, his floor is going to be an all-star level type player.
Okay.
I mean, that's incredible.
Good, yeah.
That's incredible. I mean, just that's kind of your floor, is you're going to be an all-star every year. I mean, that's pretty dang good. But his ceiling was like Hall of Fame level is what this expert had wrote down. Now, I have a hard time believing that, because I feel like if you're walking out and taking yourself out in games in college, you don't have the work ethic to get to that Hall of Fame status.
Yeah.
Now, will he adjust in the NBA? Because this is only going to get harder for him. But
100%.
And they just talked about his scoring ability. His scoring ability is elite, and that's why they think he'll transition and be an all-star.
Well, I think too. Do you have the leadership in Utah? Like, I think
they don't have much. It's mostly young players.
So him coming in, he's there. The expectation too, being drafted so high, going to that team is you're definitely going to make that impact. And we're not talking about playoffs and championships and all that, but just making a record change. I don't know their record last year, but not good. But going in, changing that, basically the team, and making it into a winning team with the young, because the young players need that, and that's kind of what we said about San Antonio not having like a veteran guy on the team that's been through the trenches. So
I mean, now that I'm looking at the roster, so I mean, Lauri Markkanen has been a very good, above average player for them. Has been playing for quite a while now. Keontae George is a good young player. Got Kevin Love. He's not really playing, but I mean that's a good veteran presence in the locker room if he's still on the team. In the locker room, kind of guy, and he's a championship player. He knows how this game works. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a good player.
Oh yeah.
Yusuf Nurkic is a good center. I mean, he's probably not going to be a starter, but like you definitely have something to work with here. I wouldn't be surprised to see this team like give some people some problems next year.
Yeah,
and that's what I was kind of saying about Washington. I think Washington is poised to not be just a pushover.
No, and I think it's just making the West harder. You think about it. You've got tough teams already, and then you're gonna add, like you said, a player at the bottom level of the expectations of their career, all-star level.
I mean, that's what the guy said.
And the ceiling.
And he's a certified NBA analyst, expert, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't see it myself. I think he's going to be a good player if he gets through that maturity part. You can't take yourself out of games. I mean,
no.
That's just. I don't know. I don't understand that. As a competitor, I never wanted to come out of a game.
No, you.
It didn't matter what the score was. That's not who I am inside here.
You never looked at the
coach.
And
so it's what's exactly, and it's hard for me to to see somebody do that, and he obviously has all the talent.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, why would you do that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I definitely think Utah's going to be definitely no pushover. I don't think Memphis is going to be at that spot yet. I think Utah's more ready to take that jump than Memphis is. I think Boozer's going to be a good player. But I mean, like you said, the West is going to be tough.
Yeah, that's a tough road to go down. And the third pick was Memphis. They drafted Boozer from Duke, which I think all-around player. He's probably one of the best ones there.
He comes from all pro stock. I mean, it's just. He's going to be a good ball player. I mean, he may never be all pro or whatever, but he's going to be a legitimate player in this league. And
I loved his conversation. He was talking to one of the analysts about not playing with his brother for the first time ever in their life. This will be the first time they don't play together. But when he went into the facility, they had them put their jerseys for their pictures and stuff. It was pretty cool. I watched it. I think it was a day or two after they went to the Memphis facility, him and the other picks, and got to take pictures with their new jerseys and all that. It was super cool, man. I'm proud of those guys. Getting drafted to the big leagues and showing out. Showing what they're worth. So
we're going to see. I mean, they're going to be. These guys are all. Anybody in this top 10 is getting thrown into the fire. So I mean. They're going to have to show. They're going to have to adjust. I mean, we saw Cooper Flagg took a minute to adjust to the game, and then at the end of the season, he was great.
Yeah, I think it took about a month and a half to 2 months for him to finally start.
Well, I mean, I think as a new player coming in, you're trying to learn the game from the pros. You're not trying to step on toes. You're not trying to do that. I mean, like AJ doesn't have any toes to really worry about up in Washington, because what's his name asked for a trade.
Oh.
Eyebrows.
Anthony
Davis.
Yeah.
Which I think for him to learn under Anthony Davis would be a great thing.
Yeah.
They kind of play different positions. AJ's more of the shooting guard, small forward versus the power forward in Anthony Davis, but they have similar stature, similar game. I don't know. It's tough, man. The drafts are so hard to do. I mean, you see all these years where there's people that are drafted and they don't do anything, and they're these 100%. Highly we saw all these Europe guys early in the 2000s that were considered awesome.
Didn't do anything.
I mean, it's a hard expectation to meet. It's a hard job to do. But I do like how the draft went, and like I said, it was pretty much kind of accurate to what the mock drafts and all said. We'll talk about the Dallas Mavericks taking Morris Johnson Jr. Didn't really see this one coming. I should have, because we just hired the Michigan coach. I just didn't know he was a player that they viewed that valuable. I was thinking we were going to trade back from 9 to like 11 or 12 to get somebody from Michigan.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were taking him at 9. I really like the kid that the Bucks got, Braden Burries, guard from Arizona. Seems like a really good kid. Plays really hard. They talked about his adversity that he faced in college. He struggled that first like month or two, and then from that point on, from like Christmas on, he was just on fire and became a really good leader in the locker room. I think he would have been a good pick for us. But from what I've heard, as far as this Morris Johnson, he's defense elite. He's got elite defense. And he's going to have to learn to shoot the three.
Yeah, they said for the Mavericks, they gave them, I think it was some of the analysts, it was B to B plus for their draft.
It's been weird. I've seen several players. I saw one analyst gave everybody 1 through 10 A or A plus, and then I saw somebody gave us a C plus one time for our pick. It's too much emotion in it and too subjective.
But they said Johnson was a B plus. They said he's, like you said, great defensive player, great footwork. I think he's going to be great with flag, Washington,
he's long,
lively,
athletic.
So I think he was watching that game, the national championship game. I think Michigan had a great, strong team. So
Michigan did well last year,
and they had a bunch of players go. So, but we knew it was going to be a Michigan player once they announced the coach. So I think I thought it was,
but I thought it was going to be a trade back situation because I hadn't seen this name in the top 10 of any mock draft.
So we'll go to that real quick, and then we'll talk about some other NBA things. The next pick they got was the guy from Spain, guard Sergio Delorian, number 25. I think that's how you say that.
Say his name.
That was a grade A for him. Don't know too much about Euroball, or I don't think they show any here, but from what they said, that was a multi-team swap with the Knicks and the Suns, sending the number 30th pick to Phoenix, which Dallas jumped up to 25, and they picked this kid. He's 6'6", knockdown jumpers. He ran the offense in Spain.
It's a spot-up shooter guard is what I kind of took away from it, but a long guard. 6'6" is long.
6'6", big.
Is a pretty big guard. I think if he could handle, if we got Kyrie at point, he's going to be the shooting guard. I don't think they view him as a starter at this point. I think they view him as a role player coming off the bench.
Someone to back up maybe Kyrie.
But he has pro experience. When you play in Europe, those are pros. And we're seeing more and more of the success of these Euro guys coming over and translating to the NBA. But it's a matter of, can you make the shots and can you play defense? Because that's what's going to be asked of him.
So then we go to the second round. They got the kid from Virginia Tech, the forward. They got a B- on that one, the Toby.
I think anything over a C is probably a win.
And I think all they talked about was his vertical. He had a 45.5-inch vertical at the combine, just a raw project. We know what that means. He needs some work. He's got the talent, the ability, the physical ability. But it's hard to judge.
It's hard to judge, right? So, I mean, a lot of the guys, even from like pick 15 down from the first round, these are all guesses at best.
For sure.
You don't really see the success of like Jalen Brunson and stuff like that come in these later rounds. I mean, we haven't really seen like undrafted success until Austin Reeves. He was the first one to sign that multi-year, was it max deal? It's not a super max, but it was a max deal that he got from the Lakers as an undrafted player. You don't see that. That's just not very consistent. Like these trades that were going on, they're throwing around second round picks like crazy. I mean, I don't even know how they keep up with all this crap.
Yeah, and the NBA is a little bit different. Like that team keeps their draft spot, but just off to the side it says. So the one we'll talk about the trades that happened last week, but it'll say like Miami Heat, and then on the side it says given up to Milwaukee or whatever. But it doesn't change. Like the NFL, if you give that draft, your logo and everything's there. And it's just weird with the NBA. I don't know if it's finalized until everything's signed. So I think that's why they don't do that. Same thing with the mid trades, like them giving up those spots.
I mean, it's a totally different draft anyway.
Yeah.
So you have 2 rounds versus 7 rounds.
Yeah.
And it's still the same amount of picks, basically around 30. I think there's 32. Is there 32 teams in the NFL?
A lot less players to go on teams too.
Well, I mean, exactly. Sure. That's why this is so competitive. We talked about this with the WNBA.
Oh,
It's a much smaller team, much smaller roster size. So I mean, it's hard to make these rosters, and a lot of these second round picks, I don't even know if they'll make it to the actual team. They may be in the developmental league or something like that. But I mean, it's interesting to see how quickly they are to, I guess, pass them off. Like
using them as trade bargaining. Like
I know
they're like, hey, like you said, throwing around picks to other teams, just like, oh yeah, we'll give you that pick. All right, let's have you talk about this last guy they drafted from Russia. Can you pronounce that name?
No, zero about him.
Yeah, he got a C-. C plus. Like I said, we don't watch a lot of Euroball. That's not really in the United States.
Yeah,
all the time.
I'm not gonna lie. I have nothing on this guy.
But
I didn't even look him up because he was the last pick.
They got the pick from the Lakers. So says he's a sharpshooter. Shot over 45% from the deep. He was in some United league. So we'll see how he does.
Right.
Dallas is big on.
So I looked up the Spain guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he only averaged like 8 points, I think, in their league that he was playing in. I mean, that's not really.
Yeah, that's not really a lot.
Shocking. No shocking all there. Same with this guy from Russia. He only averaged like 6 points a game.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't like these huge like stats that just blew you off the sheet. I think they're going by size and by potential.
But I like how they said through him, when he was playing in Spain, the offense ran through him, kind of like we were talking with Jalen. Like everything goes through them. They're not necessarily going to be the stat makers where they're putting up 40 points, 35, 40 points, but they're controlling the offense, passing the ball, making sure everyone else gets shots off or, whatever, which is good. I think having that professional level already there and not coming straight from college. Like
for sure. I think they have an upper hand.
A lot.
I think they have an upper hand because they're dealing with the things that pros have to deal with.
Yeah.
You're having to deal with fans. You're having to deal with,
the expectations. Like some of these Euro leagues that have been established a long time.
But it's not even that. It's like agents. You're dealing with agents. You're dealing with the team. You're dealing with the politics. You're dealing with, reporters, stuff like that. Like college kids aren't really exposed to that until you get towards the end of the year where they really kind of talk to them about it. And they're doing more of that, I think, which is good training for them. But I don't know. I just feel like, it's a reach. Anything past pick 15 feels like a reach.
Yeah.
And I don't want to set up any expectations for these poor kids because who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah. I
do like trying to make moves. I do like making moves, and you're trying to make your team better and you're going with your gut. I like that. I can't fault that.
Yeah.
I think one of the moves we're going to have to talk about here in a second was the big Giannis trade.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about that earlier this year at the trade deadline and all that kind of stuff, but it's teams making moves, trying to take shots to make their teams better, I think is.
Oh yeah. And I think for the draft, like we said, Michigan made 3 of their players went in the top 12, which is really good. One went to Dallas, one went to Golden State, one went to Oklahoma City. So
Oklahoma City got a guy 7'3", 7'4".
Yeah.
I remember talking about him. Yeah. He was just a dominant force in the tournament.
And Grizzlies did good. They got the 3rd pick, the 16th pick, and the 21st pick, and 5 second-round picks. So crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're trying to do. I think everybody's still trying to see what they're going to do with Ja Morant.
Dude, you talking about fall off.
Well, I mean, he's been in some trouble.
I know.
He can't stay out of trouble. If he stay out of trouble, he'd probably stay in the spotlight.
I know. It's like crazy, but prior to all that,
you should look at his card prices from when he came in to what it is now. Yeah,
I know, it's just crazy. Like he came in, he was hot, and then all that craziness happen with
super
him.
athletic, super scoring, superstar ability.
You don't. I swear, you don't really hear about him the past 2 or 3 years. Haven't really heard anything. He's a great player with talent. Like I said, you hang around the wrong people, you do the wrong things. That's kind of where it falls, and it kind of sucks.
This motherfucker's dead.
Yeah, literally.
He might if he keeps hanging out with those guys.
Then we had Detroit. Man, they traded up with the Thunder and moved up and got the 17th spot and picked up the kid from Stanford, that Umbuka Akari. So that was a good move for them.
Past Pistons, 15, I think it's a reach.
They need some help for sure. Looking when what's his name was hurt, Cunningham. We didn't even, like you said, knew he came back, but we were talking about just the play from the Pistons, they need some more support players to come in whenever Cam's on the bench. Cunningham's on the bench to basically help them, so you're not losing. Like you see some of these games when your big players go out, they change their lineup to a small lineup. Like we were watching the Spurs game, they said, when Wemby was out of the game, they put their smaller players, faster players out there, and those guys were just going in the paint scoring. Yeah. Same thing, Cunningham. I
think you're always trying to look at adding, valuable depth.
Oh yeah.
I think Detroit's got a pretty good team built around right now, but eventually they're going to have to start paying people, and you can't pay everybody.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you try to make these moves in the draft to give players a chance to make your team better at a cheaper price. Obviously, a draft pick is cheaper than, going out and signing somebody.
So the Pistons did draft that. It was Kareem Lopez. They drafted him, and he ended up going and playing. Memphis picked him up. It was so funny. He's sitting on the couch talking. He was super excited. This kid's I think they said the first Mexican born
to be drafted, right?
To be drafted. He got drafted, like I said, by the Pistons. He had the Pistons hat on. They're talking to him. They're like, how's it going to feel going and play for Memphis? He's like, Memphis? It's like, yeah, they traded for you. So just all that those guys aren't finding out. Their agents are probably finding out all that information for them. So I think that was pretty cool, man, seeing that stuff happen on draft day. It's not like hectic. It's more hectic, I think, than the NFL from what we've seen. Just like you said, there's a vast difference in the rounds, that you got 2 rounds versus, the 7.
I think there's less value in the NBA draft versus the NFL draft. And I think that's why those trades are so huge in the NFLs, because for one, you have so many more positions to fill, and there's so many more levels to that draft. Like a second round pick in the NFL is expected to be a producing player.
Oh yeah.
Third round picks are expected to be producing. Once you get to the 4th round, you're kind of like, okay, we're hoping this is going to be developmental at this point. But a lot of those first and second round, third round picks, you're talking about over 100 picks are expected to be performers on Sundays. And I think that's harder. Whereas once you, like I've been saying this whole time, once you get past like 15 in the first round of the NBA, it's all developmental. It's all taking a chance. And you hope those players can make those jumps, but the percentages are not with them.
All right, we're going to move on to the, big trade.
We're going to talk about the trades? Okay.
Yes, this one, man, they gave up a bunch of people. So Giannis to the Heat, that's huge.
It was coming. We just didn't know when or where. We thought it was going to happen at the trade deadline. We talked about that, and the asking price, I think, was 5 first-round picks. They got 3.
So they gave up, 4 players, a number 13 pick, unprotected first-round picks in 2030, 2033, and 2030 first-round pick swaps, and a 2033 second-round pick.
Yeah, they got a haul. I look at this and I'm like, Giannis is a champion and an MVP. So
he's been 10 years? How long has he been in the league? 2017? 9 years?
Almost, yeah. I think it's 9.
So he's
16 or 17.
So he's, I don't want to say past his prime, but he's been in the league a long time. Most guys are there.
Well, he came in at 18 or 19, so he's still got some tread on the tires, but he has been kind of injured.
Yeah.
Their team has not been relevant this year. They were in the playoffs the year before, I believe. But I think when it comes to those huge supermax contracts, these teams are trying to they're trying not to handicap themselves by taking on this, especially a smaller market like Milwaukee. That's a small market. I mean, that's saying it what it is. It's a small. It's a small market. I mean, Dallas doesn't even want to make those moves.
Yeah, and you think Miami? You're like, it's typically not a big market, but if you've seen what they've done for the past 20 years, I'm like, they've had playoff runs. It's
a player destination. It's a player destination because the taxes in Florida are good for the players. And it's Miami. Who doesn't want to be in Miami?
I know.
You're on the beach. You got all the clubs and stuff like that. Who doesn't want to be in
I think they've had their run of bad things going on. Like you had when Butler was there, that whole thing where he wanted to get, traded. And
I mean, they tried to make these pieces work. I don't understand the move for them because I don't feel like he fits the team.
No. It's like we talked about him and Bam.
They're kind of the same player.
Yeah.
Their drive and their, athletic at the rim type players. They're not. I mean, Bam can shoot a little bit. Giannis tries to shoot. It's not pretty, but I mean, it's one of those things that they're kind of the same player. So does that work? Does that fit together? I mean, I feel like Dwayne Wade and LeBron are kind of similar players as far as their game goes, and that worked for them. You see, Jalen Brunson. He's kind of one of those same players. He's going to be a physical going to the hoop.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Giannis and Bam both are. I just don't know how it's going to play out.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. To me, interesting to see how they
must have a really good feeling about it because you don't give up all this.
Yeah, that's a lot.
In hopes, that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think it was the best destination for him. I think if he would have went to Golden State, that would have probably been his best destination. It's an aging team, but I don't think they had the capital to go after him.
No, not with the money they're paying those guys.
Well, I mean, it's not even that. It's just the ability to give first-round picks. If you don't have them, you can't give them.
Then we got Charlotte making big moves. Them in Minnesota. Minnesota's been there the past couple of years in the playoffs. I think they are missing a piece. They're missing something because if Ant goes out, it kind of we saw in the playoffs that one game that he didn't play. Like people already doubt the team winning. They're like, oh, they're not going to win that game. He's not in there.
Well, I mean, I think it's one of those. It takes the pressure off of him.
Yeah,
it gives him another option, and they didn't have anybody else. I mean, it was him versus everybody, and you would see like when they played a team, that team would double team him like pretty much right away to get the ball out of his hands, and because they're going to be like, you're not going to beat us. We'll force your team to beat us, and that's just. It hasn't worked for Minnesota. I mean, they lost to the Mavericks 2 years ago in the Western Conference Finals. They lost this year in the semifinals.
Yep.
I mean, it's tough. It's a tough league, and the Western Conference is tough. So I mean, it's not getting any easier for sure.
So that trade, Minnesota ended up getting LaMelo, and they got LaMelo, Josh Green in exchange for Naz Reid, 2033 unprotected first round pick, and pick swaps for 2028, 2029, 2030, and 3 second-round picks.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
That's a lot.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised that New Orleans gave him up. I feel like I talked about them earlier on this year before the playoffs started. I think they were a pretty good young upstart team, and he was kind of the head of that team.
Yeah.
At this point. Now, I mean, they have Brandon Miller, they have Conklin-Upple, they have a lot of good young players on their team that are still good. Kobe White. I mean, I think it's one of those things. They just
re-signed him 3 years, $74 million.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more of a money thing. I think they were trying to get out of that because he's coming up for Supermax. This is like his second or third contract, and so I think they were trying to get away from that. And I mean, But
how do these two play together? Like you see, there's got to be a better word than ball hog, but they're both driven by making plays and scoring. Him and LaMelo. If you look at that, what was it, the first round of the playoffs they were in? Oh, no, the play-in games. LaMelo is the one that won that game, driving to the hole, getting that layup in there. How is it going to go? How is it going to go with him and Ant playing together on the same team? Like,
I mean, I think they meshed because they're not the. I mean,
no, they're not the same player.
They're not the same player, but you got
Ant's a lot bigger.
They can both shoot.
Yeah,
they can both drive. They can both dribble. They can both handle the ball. It takes the pressure off of them. I think it's a good match for them. Now, defensively, that's going to be the question for me because I don't think LaMelo is much of a defensive player. But it adds to the threats on the offense, and it takes the stress off of Ant. And I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's big. I think that's a big thing. And the other team can't just say, "Well, we're just going to double team you." Well, now you got to double team him.
Exactly.
I mean, because he will fire it up too.
Yep.
I mean, he'll have like 10 3-pointers a game, and if he gets hot, I mean, it's
especially
hard to beat
both of them on the court. You can't double team both of them.
No, you can't.
So-
I mean, eventually, there'll be a give and a take, right? So
Yeah.
they'll try this out and then see if he's successful, then Minnesota's going to be successful because that's taking so much pressure off of Ant. And I feel like I like the move. I don't know if that's, I mean, from what's out there to what you're going to have to pay. I mean, they didn't have that option. I mean, Naz Reid was a good role player.
So it starts over, right? You have to be at the same team so long to do the Supermax, right? Is that how it works? Because that was the same thing that was going to happen with...
the team that drafts you can offer you more money in the Supermax. So if you get traded, and that's what was so bad for Luka, he lost so much money because he got traded to a heavy tax state, and they can only sign him for so much millions versus Dallas could have given him the max.
Yeah.
So he, it's just a matter of, I mean, he lost millions by going to LA, which wasn't his choice, but like it's one of those things where the team that drafts you or team that finds you first, like if you're undrafted, they can offer you more money than anybody else can.
Yeah.
It gives
them the upper advantage.
It gives them, so for like small market teams, it gives them an advantage that somebody can't come in and overpay for your
Yeah, for sure.
And
no one's going to say, I'll give you this much, because they're like, well, I can offer them a Supermax, and for the loyalty part, like, we've been with you, we want to keep you. It kind of reminds me of the whole Orlando too. You remember with Shaq and Penny, like at the time, LA came in and sweetened the deal, and I think they gave him like $100 million or something for Shaq.
I think that was before the Supermax.
I know, but that would have been something that would have helped them, saying, "Hey, we can offer you this
to
much
retain
more to retain the talent."
Yeah,
there.
I mean that's why Giannis has been in Milwaukee this whole time.
Yeah,
because when he came up for contract, he got more money to stay there.
Yeah,
I mean it makes sense.
I think it's good. So we'll see. I want to see how these guys play together.
I kind of want to see how they mesh too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they know each other. They came in the same draft. Ant was number 1. I think LaMelo might have been number 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's the same draft, same guys, same kind of age area.
2020.
Yes,
I think it was 2020.
I think it was 2020 as well. So I'm trying to think. It's like Luka was 18, and then Zion was 19. I think they were 2020. I think you're right. I think it's a good move. I mean, I'm not going to hate on them for it. They're making a move. They're trying to find a star player to pair up with Ant.
Yep.
And you need that nowadays. You need multiple players that can play and score. I mean, New York's going to have that problem soon with OG Anunoby. They're going to have to decide to play either Cat or him.
Yep.
You can't play all three.
Nope.
And I mean, he was probably. I sang Cat's I sang Cat's praises in the playoffs in the finals.
In game 3,
I think he played very well the entire time.
But I think
it was evident
OG,
when he was in. When he was evident when he was in and when he was out.
Yeah.
But Anunoby had such great games. I mean, he was. If he doesn't have those games, they don't win the finals.
100%. All right. The round of 32, the World Cup.
Ooh.
So that officially started today.
Canada knocked out.
Yes.
Who'd they knock out?
South Africa. So I don't know. So watching these games, there's been this week a couple of games that
it's been hard. It's been hard to watch, to be fair, because they're not playing as hard as they were before they clinched stuff.
So a lot of these teams have already moved on, and especially doing, if you're betting on players to do, shots on target.
I made one bet on a three-person bet, and 2 of the players didn't even play.
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense.
But there was some controversy in some of these games. I think the biggest one was the Iran game, them and the offsides call. I think a lot of people. So I had to look this up. Like I said, we're not big soccer fans, but a lot of people were showing video, and they're like, "Oh, look, there's a player over here. He's still in the box. Like, it's not offsides." Well, reading into the book, the FIFA rule book, I guess this has changed recently. Normally, the person that you're is in the box is usually a goalie, but if you look at the replay, the goalie was outside the goal box, so it's the second player that's in there that you're going by, which is going to be the player that was on the top outside. He is in place of the goalie, and then the second guy, the Iran player's foot. It was the toes. Like if you could chop his toes off, that's how far over he was offsides. But that was at the 96th minute they had scored.
They may chop his toes off.
Yeah.
For this.
So at 96, he pulled his shirt off. Everyone's cheering, and that's it takes so long for the refs to like tell everybody. It's like crazy, and I'm like, these fans are like going crazy because they were going to go into the group of 32, but after that whole callback and everything saying it was offsides, it changed the game, and they were out of the game. And that was against Egypt.
Well, it's been crazy. So, like, one thing, I mean, this is the only thing I can't speak on that game. I didn't watch it at all. But, like, I saw a note that they had left, because they were playing in LA, I believe. And they left a note, just thanking everybody for the hospitality and, praying. Basically, they were just saying they're just being very grateful for being allowed to come in and play and have a good time and, represent their country, and with all the stuff going on between our two countries,
For sure.
I think it was, pretty heartfelt that those guys were, they're playing, they're representing their country, and they're doing their best. And I think I made a post this week, and it was about like the World Cup kind of proves that most of us will get along regardless of what the government tells us to do.
It says taking the government. I think I saw it's like taking the government out of everything. People get along. Everyone gets along. Yeah,
we've seen the camaraderie amongst
for
these nations. We've seen, people being super selfless and like being extra outgoing and nice. And I think that's what we should be as a host country.
For sure.
We should be welcoming to everybody, but we should also be, in general, as good people, we should be welcoming, and we should all care because we're all humans, right? So I mean, that's all that matters ultimately. But I did see there was a note. I'll try to find it for you, but. That the Iran team left, and I thought it was pretty heartfelt. So I mean,
we'll look it up and I'll see if I can post it.
I hate some of these teams. They what was it? The Turkey was super celebrating their win over the U.S. and they're going home.
And that's what I was going to get into next. So the U.S. ended up losing that match to Turkey, and a bunch of the analysts said, "Well, Turkey had something to prove
in the last 2 minutes."
Yeah, they had something to prove because they knew they were going to go home. So. They had scored. I don't think they scored any points, right? Up until that game.
That game started at 9:00. I was in bed at 9.
And I think it was one of those things. You go and represent your country. If they're going to go out with the bang and beat the team that's been undefeated during the tournament. And that's what they did. They came out, they played, they looked faster. We talked about this during the NFL season about times of the game. So this was a late game. To us, it was 9, but there it was 7. But if you look at the prior games that the U.S. has played, it's all been
like 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's in the middle of the day earlier. So I think it does affect them. If you're not used to playing late into the evening, you're used to resting. I think it did affect them. They looked slow. They didn't look fast, but they were also playing their second string people. I guess that's what they call second string or second line players. Because they needed to get some work in too. Like if you're going to go deeper into the tournament and
we talked about protecting those yellow cards too. We had quite a few yellow cards, so I was concerned that they were going to get in the second one and then be suspended for the knockout games, which would have been.
I saw what team
would have been really rough.
What team got knocked out? Uruguay, I think.
Yeah, that guy had that red card.
Oh my! He was like irate.
He was being a turd the whole time. As he had made like
pushing people,
several tackles, several. And I was like, man, he deserves it. Yeah, and I was arguing with somebody who was watching with me. He's like, he can't control it. I was like, those dudes can control their feet way better than anybody in this world.
Like slide tackling them into their ankles.
It was a trip. It was more of a trip than anything because he like went in for the ball initially, but he kept his leg up and it tripped the player. And you could tell, I mean, those guys,
they're skilled players.
They have the best feet control of anybody in the world. And you're telling me that he couldn't get his foot down?
Yeah, exactly.
And he got a red card, and then he started pushing and shoving everybody. And I was like, man, I kind of wish they'd let him fight, but I was watching it real time. So I was watching it real time. I was like, I want to see him fight. I want to see him fight.
We're going to kind of go down the list of the teams. And
these matchups look great for tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow's you got Brazil, Japan, which I watched 2 of the Japan games. They were really, really good.
I'm kind of rooting for Japan.
Yeah.
I mean, Brazil's been a staple in World Cup.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then you got Germany,
Paraguay. You have Netherlands.
Netherlands have been
Morocco.
Tough.
Morocco's been good.
Norway versus Ivory Coast.
Man, Ivory Coast snuck in there, man.
Dude, for real. I mean,
that's going to be a good one.
That's a good matchup, though.
I'm going to call this guy.
That's here in Dallas.
But I'm going to call this guy the Predator, the guy from Norway. He's scary. He's a scary looking.
The
dude.
white guy?
He's a scary looking dude.
You're talking about Holland?
Yes, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture.
He looks weird.
The Predator with the mask off. The dude looks scary. But I saw the Channing Tatum guy. He had a wig on in the crowd with the Norway jersey. They all had wigs on, you know.
He's a stud. I mean,
yeah.
I hope we find something of him in here.
Yeah.
Him or Messi.
Yeah, that would be nice. Then we have France and Sweden.
France is going to win that one very
Sweden,
easily.
I think they lost their last game. Mexico, Ecuador.
Well, I saw Netherlands destroy Sweden, so I know France is not taking any prisoners.
Then we have England, DR Congo.
That should be an easy win for England.
Then USA, Bosnia. Man, they said Bosnia plays really good. I haven't watched their game.
I think this is a trap game for us, honestly, because I think, unfortunately, with being a relatively good team, you kind of start looking ahead at what potential matchups you might want to do, and you don't want to do that in this very emotional tournament, because these these small countries can get very emotional and put out some good fights, and I think that can hurt you if you're not prepared to play. So I'm anxious to see how USA comes out, especially after our last minute loss to Turkey.
Oh yeah,
I really hope that they come out and kind of just take care of business. I want them to take care of business. I want after halftime, halfway through the second. I don't know what they call it, half, I guess.
Yeah.
I want it to be a no doubt that we're going to the next round.
And then we have Belgium, Senegal. Belgium came out their last game and just destroyed. Man, they played really, really good.
Yeah.
Portugal, Croatia. Portugal did not look good this last game.
They haven't looked very good this tournament. I mean,
they played the Congo and they tied that game. I watched a little bit of that.
That was the game Ronaldo didn't have very big touches.
And then we watched the one at work. The Ronaldo had the 2 goals.
Yeah.
That one. They just haven't looked. They looked off a little bit. So
yeah, I mean, but they're worth the watch just because Ronaldo.
For sure.
You watch it because this guy is just. I mean, he's unworldly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and then you got Spain versus Austria, which is going to be.
It's going to be good.
Should be a good match. I think Spain should definitely win that match, but I think it's going to be a good one. I don't really know much about Switzerland versus Algeria.
I haven't watched any Swiss games. So
obviously Argentina versus Cape Verde. Cape Verde being the smallest country ever to make it to the knockout round. Messi should have probably 2 goals in that game.
Colombia,
Ghana.
That's going to be a good one. And then we have Australia and Egypt. Yeah, that's to close out that. Out.
I mean, that'll be all done by Friday. So I mean, you'll be on your way to Disney.
Oh yeah, but you said Cape Verde. That's the first ever World Cup appearance, the 3rd smallest country in the tournament history.
Oh, I thought they were smallest.
To advance to the round of 32, which that's crazy. You look at how small these countries are, and you're just like, wow.
I mean, some of them you never heard of. Ivory Coast, I didn't know that was a country. It sounds like a destination.
Yeah, I think it's right next to Ghana. So Ecuador beat Germany. That was a stunner that the four-time champion.
But is it really? I mean, who was Germany playing? Because I feel like this is one of those times where they took players,
take them out.
They downplayed everything.
Them.
Yeah. I don't know. Like Germany's been pretty tough over the years. They're gonna be in it to the end.
Then you had South Africa beat Korea. That was another big one. Curacao. Curacao. Yeah. That was a good one too for the goalkeeper. So it's interesting. Like I said, how it's been going for the first 48, because I think it's the first time they've done 48. So, and I think they broke it down in percentages. I think the first 48 round of 48 is like 60% of the tournament, and now you're actually getting to the knockout, which is. It's actually
it's win or go home now.
Yeah,
so this is the point where there's no ties. You're going to go to shootouts or whatever, extra time, and I think this is what makes it. I think this part of the tournament is what's fun.
Yeah, and we're interested. It should go by pretty quick. If we look at the round of 32, should be done by Friday. So
it'll be done Friday.
We'll see the 16 and kind of go from there, and it should be nice. Like I said, to kind of see if some of these smaller teams make it in. Like I said, I think some people get into that mode where they're like, oh, it's just going to be these big teams. They're thinking, oh, it's going to be Argentina. It's going to be your Portugals, your U.S. or Mexico or those teams moving in. But some of these smaller teams have been playing really good. So to see them possibly advance to the next round, I think that'd be really nice to see. And like I said, we saw that today with Canada beating up on South Africa. So.
I mean, beating up is a way to describe a 1-0 game. But, I mean, it's a win. I mean, I think this is just the win or go home, the desperation about it. There's no chance to make it up on the next game or make up points in the next game. This is it. This is win or go home. You know, it's going to be a round of 16 next week. And then it'll be, you know, probably I don't know if they'll do a round of 8 before the end of next week. But, I don't know. Anyways, it's about to start getting, you know, itchy.
Oh, for sure.
Where everybody's going to be nervous. You know, you're going to see people crying in the stands and stuff like that. And I think that's what's been crazy is the amount of support of fans that are coming out to these games and paying these prices. I mean,
so it looks like the round of 16 will be done as of Tuesday, the 7th of July. So it's going pretty quick. Sweet. And then quarterfinals and then semifinals and then your final game on the 19th, which is getting played. I think they're New Jersey, New York, or whatever they want to call it. But
we have a semifinal game here in Dallas, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's it's not going to say it on this bracket, but we're going to move on to our next segment, which we're going to open up this box of soccer cards here.
Hoping for some Messis and some Ronaldos and I don't know. I've never opened soccer cards, so we'll see. I mean, Prism over the years has been the go-to standard for cards, but Panini lost their license for basketball and football, so these are no longer viewed in those sports as top of the line. But we'll see what we got here. I mean,
got that official FIFA logo, so
yeah. I mean, these are legit. Actually, give me one back. All right.
Okay.
These things are heavy.
Yeah, they're thick.
Thicker than a Nikka.
Thicker than a Nikka.
And I don't know any of these guys except for the big names, so it's going to be kind of touch or go. Oh, Mbappe on the top. Nice. Well, I mean, it's a base card, so it's nothing. So, but
these things are nice. Yeah, I think it's kind of hard. It is some rookie cards.
Well, it's not even the rookies. You want to get you basically want to get the, you know, the studs.
Look at that one.
I mean, like you got a blue wave here. I don't have any idea who this guy is.
Got this wavy one here. This rookie.
Yeah, these are the seismic, I think, is what they're called. You have blue wave, and then you have the seismic. It's a rookie. I don't know.
I didn't get anybody famous in this one. Man,
I mean, it's fine. The chances of us getting our return on investment is low. But you hit the one card, and then you're doing well. I mean, I'll hold on to this Mbappe card because my son likes Mbappe.
Okay, let's see.
There's supposed to be chances for autographs, stuff like that.
Intercontinental.
Ooh, there's a numbered card. Look at the back of that card. See what it is? No.
This one? 33.
Out of 99. So there's only 99.
41 out of 99.
Yeah, there's only 99 of that card made. But let's see here. Hopefully we get some. I'd like to see some silvers. Silvers are my favorites. Don't know him, but it's a rookie card. Don't know him. These cards are sticking together.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them are.
I don't know who that is. It's a rookie. No chance. Maybe good to get that goaltender from what'd you say? That Curacao?
Yeah. They're pretty cool. Team badges. There you go.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's a silver right there. You can keep that one. I don't know any of these guys.
There's so many soccer teams.
And these aren't on their World Cup teams too. That's what's kind of weird about this.
Yeah.
Another rookie. Man, I'd like to get one to show the camera, a good one. We're supposed to have 3. I believe you're supposed to have 3 of the numbered cards.
3?
Yeah. I'm going to say this thing was a bust.
Yeah, I don't know what to look for in these, but these are a bunch of the rookie ones.
We had the maroon one. That was a numbered card.
Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
Lobo, I think that's his name.
Nathan Lobo. It's a rookie card, numbered card. So, I mean, that's good. You want to keep that one. I had a blue, but I didn't think it was numbered.
These are all rookie cards here.
This one's out 275, so that's 2 numbered cards. I don't know. Probably a waste of money, but most cards are. Most cards are.
Yeah, you're gonna end up with more duplicates, or like you said, just.
It's kind of interesting to look at. I mean, these are good looking cards for sure. I just don't know. Was it worth the $60? Probably not.
Like I said, there's so many teams, so many players.
I know.
It's crazy to get. You go through your stuff and you're like, same thing. You're like just looking. You're like, man, am I gonna get a good card? Like,
I know it's a risk. I mean, you're gambling here anytime you buy cards. I typically don't buy soccer cards anymore. I mean, ever.
Yeah.
Because I've never had an interest. I did it solely because we were looking at them, so much in our podcast here. But
yeah,
I mean, it's all right. It was a good fun rip. It's the first time I've ripped cards in a while. I usually just buy them and let them sit. So.
We bought a lot of cards. Recently, we did some Pokemon cards yesterday. We got a couple of nice looking cards. It sucks because I'm still waiting for my other cards to come back.
Dude, they have a Pokemon, it's a vending machine at Kroger in Forney, and it's never had anything in it, ever.
It's always sold out.
It's always sold out.
Yeah.
So I saw these guys over there, and they're messing with it, and I kind of was just watching what they're doing. They're buying, I think they had 2 packs in there. And they bought them. I was like, that must be all that's left. So I didn't even stick around and look. When I was leaving, there was a guy buying a prismatic booster box for $30. That thing goes for $200 on the secondary market. I was like, son of a... I never see those available. But I was like, damn it, opportunity missed.
Yeah, so we sent a couple of cards off to PSA, and I've been getting emails from them, and they're like, due to the influx of 1.6 million cards.
You're not getting that shit till Christmas.
I told my son it'd be either Christmas or after. So nice. We have a couple of other cards that we want to send in. It's kind of hard though. The cards that we've been buying have been from our local stores here. I bought some yesterday while we were at Academy, and we opened them. They're super nice looking cards, but they're newer cards, so you're not expecting a ton of value. Like they're not going to be $400, $500, $600.
Well, I mean, some of them are. I mean, there's the chase cards in every set. Specifically Pokemon, you have chase cards in every set. And some of them, are a couple $100 a piece. But I mean, the thing is with those cards is print runs. So they only print these cards for so long, and then they're no longer making them. Yeah. And that's what makes the value go even higher is because you can't find them anywhere anymore. And I mean, it'd be the same thing with this soccer cards. Especially once the World Cup's up, these are probably only going to be around for a couple months.
Oh, for sure.
So I mean, it was fun to rip. I mean, that's the main thing is you're having fun. Having a good time. I mean, this silver card's really pretty. I just don't know who this guy is.
Yeah, I would love to send more cards off, but the turnaround time for that stuff takes too long, and it's like, do you really want to send all your stuff out?
And I'm actually looking towards. I think I'm going to go through Beckett.
We've looked at that. I don't know the turnaround time on that, but
it's faster.
I know you go to these card shows, you can they'll take your cards from you and
they'll grade them right there.
Yeah,
they'll grade them right there. But it's a upcharge.
Oh yeah, instant return.
But it's fun. Cards are fun. Kids have fun with them. That's the main thing. It's just I wish people wouldn't scalp them and take all of them so the kids don't have any. But
yeah, now you go. It's like everything has a limit. It's like one to two per person. So it'd be nice too if they had more of the vending machines with the bigger packs. I think you don't see a lot of those packs unopened. You see the stores open them and put them out individually, so out on the shelves. So hopefully we can find. I would love to find a pack like you were talking about just right now, a Pokemon pack. But I
wouldn't open that one.
Yeah, but I want to look and see if I can.
I mean, I've kind of figured out some of the days where they stock up and stuff like that. So I if I'm in the area, I run by and see if they're there. And when I go get our whiskey of the day or whatever, there's a store right next to the specs that has so many cards. and it's just not the ones I'm looking for. I'm looking for basketball or Pokemon. Really, those are the two highest values right now. That's where I got this one though, because I saw, I was like, oh, it'll be fun to rip. But like, it's just kind of trying to figure out, you don't want to, because I mean, if you want to just do for fun and just want to throw away money, you can buy all the packs on the shelf. But if you want to actually look at the value and stuff, that's fine. If my kids ask for one of the ones that I don't feel like has value, I still give it to them.
Yeah.
But they're more interested in Pokemon, and that's got the highest value, and you can't find them anywhere. So
yeah. So I'm like I said, hoping I hear something back. At least they looked at the cards, but. Shit, like I said, I want to send. There's probably like 5 or 6 that we've kind of taken pictures of, and just to see where they've been on the market. And I told him it's worth it to send those in, because you don't want to send every card in. That gets expensive.
Still waiting on mine to come back from that app thing.
Yeah, so he got what was it?
A Mew.
Yeah, Mew card. So we did it through.
What's it called? What's that app called? It's a Rips. Triumph
Rips, and it was a Mew.
It's a PSA 8. Yeah,
it's pretty nice.
2021. I got it I put in $5 and I got it, and it's worth 20. I mean, be interesting to see.
Yeah,
add to the collection.
Yeah, it's nice. I think once we get these back and we have a bunch that we've want to send off, we'll send those off. See if we can get some grading on it and go from there. But now we have. Just off that one pack, he's got all of these. We've got a bunch too.
Well, I mean, that's the ones I consider keep worthy. It's your rookies, it's your variations like a silver or the seismics. I mean, that's the kind of ones I keep. These are the ones that I just see. They're just base cards.
Base cards, yeah.
Non-rookie base, and it's not big names, so it's kind of one of the things where I just kind of keep the ones I think have value. And they'll just go into a sleeve at some point.
Daddy, chill.
Oh.
So update. So the videos we posted last week, man, they went crazy on Instagram. I think we almost got 30,000 views on all the videos. I think we did like almost 20 videos, little short videos that we put out.
I think the shorts are entertaining. I think that's what attracts most people. It's hard to sit here and listen to somebody talk for an hour.
Yeah.
I know I can't even do that myself. So I think the shorts are good. I think it attracts people. And I think you do a good job of like editing them and stuff like that too.
Yeah, it was super nice seeing that's different. That's kind of been a hard spot, that and TikTok, getting people to interact with those videos. But I think one of the videos we did almost 9,000 views on it. So it's really nice seeing you guys, actually watch the videos, because it tells you like how long they watched it. And it's like most of them are till completion.
I can only stay here for 30 seconds.
Yeah, only 30 seconds, man. But I want to say thank you. This is episode 20. My name's Chris.
I'm Wes.
Hit
the like.
Yeah, hit
follow,
the like,
subscribe.
Everything, guys. We'll talk to y'all later. See you.
Hey, have a good one.
That's the final whistle for today's Happy Hour Playbook. I'm Chris, and we're officially off the clock. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts so you don't miss out on our next slate of picks. Stay sharp, stay hydrated, and we'll see you at the next kickoff.